something is wrong with Spider-Man. He saves the city, again and again. Does everything right. And still, he's always broke. Before anyone notices, he makes the same choice, over and over. Not because he's dumb. Not because he's unlucky. But because of something no one ever questions. There's a pattern hidden in his story. The kind of financial trap that looks like being responsible. And what it's actually costing him is the part no one talks about. Because this isn't really about Spider-Man, is it? You keep thinking you need more money, but let's be real, you don't need more income first, you need control. If you don't manage $1,000 right, $10,000 won't fix your life, it'll just expose your habits faster. That's why real finance tips always start with awareness, not earnings. In personal finance and financial psychology, control beats chaos every single time, and most people avoid this part because it forces honesty. So here's the move, track every dollar you spend for 7 days, no excuses, no guessing. Use apps like Mint or even your Notes app, just don't lie to yourself. You'll start noticing patterns fast, random subscriptions, impulse snacks, late night online shopping. This is where financial education actually becomes real, because now you're seeing your money habits in action, not just hearing about them. Think about Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2, he's broke, overwhelmed, juggling life. But the real issue isn't just money, it's responsibility stacking up. You're not that different. When bills pile up or stress hits, it's easy to ignore it, but that's exactly how people stay stuck. The moment you face it, you shift from reactive to proactive, and that's where how to make money actually starts making sense. Now here's the twist most people miss. Once you see where your money is going, you can't unsee it. That awareness starts changing your decisions automatically, even when you don't feel ready. And that's where things get interesting, because in the next step, you'll realize it's not the big moves, but the small daily habits that quietly decide whether you build wealth or stay broke. You don't become financially stable overnight, you become it through what you do every single day. That coffee you buy without thinking, that random Amazon scroll at midnight, that it's just $10 mindset, it adds up faster than you realize. In financial psychology, your identity is built through repetition, not intention. That's why the best finance tips aren't flashy, they're consistent, almost boring, but powerful. So here's something practical you can do starting today. Cut one unnecessary expense and repeat that decision daily. Not forever, just today. Maybe it's skipping delivery and cooking at home, maybe it's canceling a streaming service you barely use. Then do it again tomorrow. This is how real money habits are formed, small wins stacked over time. Over a year, saving just $8 a day puts nearly $3,000 back in your pocket. That's not small anymore, right? It's kind of like Peter in The Amazing Spider-Man. You see him trying to act normal, hiding what's really going on, carrying responsibilities silently. Your financial life works the same way. On the outside, everything looks fine, but your daily habits are quietly deciding your future. You don't need a dramatic change, you need disciplined, repeated choices that align with the life you actually want. And here's where it gets deeper. Once you start controlling the small things, you begin to trust yourself again. That confidence builds momentum, and suddenly, bigger financial decisions don't feel so overwhelming. But there's one trap that stops most people right here, and if you don't catch it, you'll keep delaying your progress without even noticing it. You keep telling yourself you'll start saving or investing when things calm down, but let's be honest, that moment never shows up. Life stays messy, bills don't disappear, and there's always something competing for your money. In personal finance and financial psychology, waiting is one of the most expensive habits you can have. The longer you delay, the more opportunities you quietly lose. So instead of waiting, you start small, like really small. Open an account on platforms like Fidelity or Vanguard and invest $50, even if it feels insignificant. Set up an automatic transfer every week, no matter what. This is how to make money work for you long term, not through big moves, but through consistent action. Over 10 years, small investments compound into something most people wish they had started earlier. Look at Peter in Spider-Man: Homecoming. His life is chaotic, school, responsibilities, pressure from Tony Stark, but he still shows up and acts. He doesn't wait until everything is perfect, because if he did, nothing would get done. You're in the same position. Your life isn't supposed to be perfectly organized before you take control of your finances. That's just an excuse dressed up as logic. And here's the part that hits. Once you take action, even imperfect action, you break that mental barrier holding you back. You stop overthinking and start building momentum. But momentum needs protection, because if you don't learn how to defend your cash flow, everything you're starting right now can slip through your fingers faster than you think. You can make more money, sure, but if you don't protect your cash flow, it disappears just as fast. Think about it, income isn't your real advantage, control is. In personal finance and financial psychology, your cash flow is the engine behind everything: saving, investing, and building real wealth. Lose control of it, and even a high income won't save you. So here's the play: treat your income like it's your lifeline, not your reward. Set clear limits, no more than 50 to 60% of your income on fixed expenses. Automate savings the moment money hits your account, and cap lifestyle upgrades. When you get a raise, don't upgrade your life immediately, upgrade your investments. That's one of those finance tips that separates people who look rich from people who actually build wealth. It's like Peter swinging through the city in Spider-Man, far from home. His web is what keeps him moving, stable, and in control. Without it, he's falling. Your income works the same way. If you start increasing your lifestyle every time your paycheck grows, you're basically cutting your own web. And that's exactly how lifestyle inflation traps people, even when they're making good money. Now here's the catch. Once you start protecting your cash flow, you'll notice something uncomfortable. You can't say yes to everything anymore. And that's where most people break. Because the next step forces you to face a truth most avoid. You can't have everything at the same time, and the choice you make there will define your future. You want financial freedom, but you also want comfort, convenience, and instant gratification. Yeah, that's the conflict. The truth is, personal finance is built on trade-offs, whether you admit it or not. Every dollar you spend today is a dollar that can't grow tomorrow. In financial psychology, the people who win aren't the ones who earn the most, they're the ones who choose intentionally. So here's a real move: define your trade-offs before life forces them on you. Maybe you delay upgrading your car and invest that $400 monthly difference into an S&P 500 index fund like VOO. Over 15 years, that alone could grow into 6 figures. That's how to make money decisions with purpose, not guessing, not reacting, but aligning your habits with long-term outcomes that actually matter. Think about Peter in Spider-Man. He gives up comfort, relationships, and recognition to stay true to his mission. That's the part most people ignore. You can't chase every pleasure and still expect progress. The same discipline applies to your money habits. Every time you say no to something small, you're saying yes to something bigger later. And here's where it gets real. Once you start making these trade-offs, your life begins to look different from everyone around you. Less flashy, more intentional. And that can feel uncomfortable at first. But that discomfort? It's actually a signal that you're building something most people never will, and in the next step, you'll see why the people who truly win don't show it off at all. You don't need to prove anything to anyone, but your habits will prove everything over time. Most people chase the image of wealth, not the reality of it. Flashy cars, expensive clothes, constant upgrades. It looks good, but it's usually fragile. In personal finance and financial psychology, real power comes from what you build quietly, when nobody's watching. So here's what actually works: automate your savings, invest consistently, and keep learning. Set up automatic contributions into ETFs like VTI or SPY. Read books like The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, and track your net worth monthly. These money habits aren't exciting, but over 10 to 20 years, they create something solid. That's how to make money grow without needing attention or validation. It's like Peter in Spider-Man, No Way Home. He's not out there trying to impress people or show off his wins. In fact, most people don't even realize what he's sacrificing or building behind the scenes. That's the mindset shift you need. You're not building for applause, you're building for stability, freedom, and peace of mind. And here's the part most people don't expect: when you stop chasing validation, your focus sharpens. You make better decisions, you avoid dumb financial mistakes, and your growth becomes inevitable. But then comes the real test, not of strategy, but of character, because money doesn't just reward you, it reveals who you are. You want more money, more freedom, more control. But here's the truth nobody tells you: money will test you before it rewards you. In personal finance and financial psychology, your character determines how far you actually go. If you're careless with $100, you'll be careless with $10,000. That's why financial education isn't just about numbers, it's about discipline, integrity, and consistency. So here's the real step: be faithful with what you already have. Pay your bills on time, avoid unnecessary debt, and treat every dollar like it matters. Even something simple, like consistently saving 10% of your income, can completely shift your trajectory. Over time, those habits compound into trust, and that's how to make money decisions that actually scale with your life. Think about the core lesson in Spider-Man: power without responsibility leads to loss. You see it play out when Peter ignores small things and pays a big price later. Your finances work the same way. Ignore the basics now, and the consequences show up later: missed opportunities, stress, and lack of control when you need it most. But here's what most people miss: when you prove to yourself that you can handle small amounts with discipline, you unlock a different level of confidence. You stop chasing money and start attracting opportunities because you're ready for them. And that's where everything starts to connect, because now you're not just managing money, you're becoming someone who can actually build lasting wealth. Now here's the truth: you've been closer to financial control than you think, you just didn't see the pattern. Remember how frustrating it felt to check your account and wonder where your money went? Now you see it clearly. It was never about how to make money fast. It was about your money habits, your consistency, and how you respond to pressure. So let me ask you, what's one habit you're going to change today? What's one expense you'll cut, one action you'll take, one decision you'll finally own? If this opened your eyes even a little, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the truth is, most people never learn real financial education, and that's exactly why they stay stuck. You're different now. You're starting to see how financial psychology shapes everything. And if you keep going, your personal finance results won't just improve, they'll compound. And if you're serious about changing your life, not just understanding it, there's something waiting for you. The Material Holistic Health, Nourish Your Mind, Balance Your Finances, Transform Your Life breaks this down step by step: how to build multiple income streams, eliminate debt with a clear system, and stay mentally sharp even when money gets stressful. It's not theory, it's a practical roadmap you can follow starting today. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. It's your time. Check out the material in the pinned comment.